Imagine this: the perfect bite, a symphony of spices that awakens your senses, a comforting heat that spreads through you. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated pleasure. Now imagine this: a moment of private, searing pain, a feeling of dread that turns the simple act of sitting into a trial. One moment is pure joy, the other is misery. For years, we've been told these two moments are connected, that the pleasure of that spicy meal is the direct cause of the pain that follows. You've heard it from friends, from family, maybe even from a well-meaning but misinformed blog post. Don't eat that vindaloo, it'll give you piles. Those buffalo wings, you'll be paying for them tomorrow. Today, we're going to take that myth, that piece of folk medicine that has caused so much unnecessary fear and guilt, and we're going to expose it for what it is. My name is Dr. Sarah Collins. I'm a colorectal specialist, and for more than a decade, I've helped thousands of patients navigate the pain and embarrassment of hemorrhoids. And I'm here to tell you something that's not just my opinion, but is backed by clinical research. Spicy food does not cause hemorrhoids. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand the truth, but you'll be empowered with the knowledge to manage your health, quiet your fears, and maybe, just maybe, enjoy your favorite spicy dishes again without the dread. All right, let's start at the beginning. To understand why spicy food gets such a bad rap, we first need to understand what hemorrhoids, or piles, as they're commonly known, actually are. Think of them like varicose veins, but in a very specific and very sensitive location. We all have clusters of veins cushioned by muscle and tissue in our lower rectum and anus. They are a normal part of our anatomy. Hemorrhoidal disease only occurs when these veins become swollen, stretched, and inflamed due to excessive pressure. When they get irritated, they can cause itching, discomfort, pain, and yes, that alarming sight of bright red blood after a bowel movement. So, the key word here is pressure. What causes this pressure? Well, it's not the ghost pepper in your hot sauce. The real culprits are far more mechanical and far less exotic. The number one cause? Straining on the toilet. This happens when you're constipated. Pushing hard to pass a bowel movement puts immense pressure on those rectal veins, causing them to bulge and swell over time. Other major causes include chronic diarrhea, which irritates the area. Sitting for long periods, especially on the toilet, this allows blood to pool in the veins. Obesity, which adds extra pressure to the entire pelvic region. Pregnancy, for the same reason. And simply the process of aging, as our connective tissues can weaken over time. Do you see what's missing from that list? There's no curry, no chili, no jalapeno. So where on earth did this myth come from? This is the most important part of our discussion. It's a classic case of confusing correlation with causation. Let's talk about capsaicin. That's the active compound in chili peppers that gives them their heat. When you eat spicy food, capsaicin travels through your digestive system. It isn't fully broken down. This means that a small amount of it comes out the other end. Now, if you already have inflamed, irritated hemorrhoids, which are essentially open sores or highly sensitive tissue, what do you think happens when an irritant like capsaicin passes over them? It burns. It stings. It makes an already bad situation feel 10 times worse. The spicy food didn't create the problem, but it certainly announced its presence in a very unpleasant way. It's like pouring lemon juice on a paper cut. The lemon juice didn't cause the cut, but it sure lets you know it's there. This isn't just theory. A fantastic double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled trial, which is the gold standard in medical research, was published on this very topic. Researchers gave patients with symptomatic hemorrhoids a capsule of either red-hot chili powder or a placebo. They found no significant difference in symptoms like bleeding, swelling, or pain between the two groups. The study's title says it all. Red hot chili pepper and hemorrhoids, the explosion of a myth. Furthermore, for some people, very spicy food can act as a gut stimulant, leading to indigestion or even diarrhea. And as we just learned, frequent bowel movements from diarrhea are a known aggravator for hemorrhoids. So, a person eats a spicy meal, they experience a painful bowel movement a day later, and they connect the two dots. They blame the spice, but they're missing the bigger picture. The underlying hemorrhoids were already there, waiting for a trigger. The real enemy wasn't the spice, it was the pre-existing condition. So, does this mean you're doomed to a life of bland food? Absolutely not. It means you must shift your focus from blaming the food to managing the actual condition. This is where you take back control. First, and most importantly, master your bowel movements. This sounds odd, but it is the key to everything. Your goal is to have soft, easy-to-pass stools. Fiber is your best friend. Aim for 25 to 35 grams a day. Think fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Processed foods, which are often high in unhealthy fats and low in fiber, can contribute to constipation and should be limited. Fiber adds bulk and softens stool so you don't have to strain. Hydration is non-negotiable. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration leads to hard, difficult-to-pass stools, which means more straining and more pressure.
Second, change your bathroom habits. When you feel the urge to go, go. Don't hold it in. But do not sit on the toilet for more than 3 to 5 minutes. No reading your phone, no finishing the newspaper. The toilet is not a library. Your commode is shaped in a way that puts direct pressure on your rectum, and never strain. If it's not happening, get up, walk around, drink some warm water, and try again later.
Third, what to do during a painful flare-up. Let's say you did have that spicy meal and you're feeling the burn. Here's your emergency care plan. Cleanliness is crucial, but be gentle. Rough toilet paper is your enemy. Use plain water, a bidet, or chemical and fragrance-free wet wipes. Try a sitz bath. This is just a fancy term for sitting in a few inches of warm water for 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day. It is incredibly soothing and helps reduce inflammation. Topical treatments can help. Over-the-counter creams or suppositories can provide temporary relief from pain and itching. Your doctor can also prescribe stronger medications if needed. Now, I need to be very clear about one thing: bleeding. While a small amount of bright red blood on the toilet paper is a hallmark symptom of hemorrhoids, it should never, ever be ignored. You cannot self-diagnose rectal bleeding. It is essential to see a doctor to rule out other, more serious conditions. Please do not be embarrassed. It's a conversation doctors have every single day, and it could be the most important one you ever have. So, let's bring it all back. That delicious, spicy plate of food is not your enemy. The fear that you can never enjoy it again is based on a myth. The real issue is the underlying pressure in your body, the strain on your veins. By managing your diet with fiber and water, changing your bathroom habits, and treating flare-ups with gentle care, you address the root cause. You take away the fuel for the fire. And when you do that, you may find that you can go back to that spicy meal, not with fear, but with the wisdom of knowing your own body. You can start with a small amount, a pinch of chili powder in a meal, and see how you feel. If you don't notice any worsening of symptoms, you can likely enjoy spice in moderation without worry. You are in control. The pain from hemorrhoids can feel isolating, but know that it is one of the most common conditions I see. You are not alone in this, and with the right knowledge, you are not powerless. If this video has helped clear things up for you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps others find this information. Subscribe for more medical myths, debunked, and honest health advice. And please share your experience in the comments below. Have you been avoiding spicy food because of this myth? What has helped you? Let's build a supportive community, because good information and shared experience are the best prescriptions I know. Thank you for watching. Be well, and don't be afraid to add a little spice back into your life.